Guys, let's start our class today. And today we are going to apply the radio talk method into the class. And the book we use is Level C2 word list. We have already studied the word accelerate and academic. Today, our words of choices today are accessible, and accompany. So this is the way that we are going to apply into our class. Practice and definition giving. So right now, accessible, it means you can connect something, you can get inside of something, or you can use something to get inside something else in order for you to work or in order for you to get the results. So right now I can say that internet these days are accessible. So if I said that internet these days is accessible, that means that I can easily connect my computer to the internet, although sometimes from time to time the internet is lagging behind and everything seems perfect though. So right now I can say that I use a lot of internet for my work. It's easy for me to gain access to the internet, or it's easy for me to gain access to free-made software. So right now, in my situation, I have already used the adjective accessible and the noun sex. If you use the noun sex, you need to have an action verb. It's like I gain a sex to something, or I earn a sex to something, or I get a sex to something. Or you can build a sex for somebody to enter something, or to log into something, or to enter something. That is the word. Next word is the word accompany. Don't think of a company as company. Company is the place for us to work. Many groups all together form one company, or it is a person, one person, which means one member company, a very powerful, very wealthy person who can open a company to run his or her business legally. So here the action verb of a company has no relations to the word company. In fact, here comes my situation. If I say that I accompany somebody to do something, that means that I work with somebody something, or I go along with somebody something in a task. Okay, here I go. I accompany lots of students. I accompany lots of students for brightening their future. I can accompany them until they get their targets, that accomplish their highest and furthest targets, which is C2 Cambridge or IELTS 8.5 or 9.0. So every student, every person needs a teacher for the life and needs a doctor for saving the life. So first of all, you are a very healthy person, so you need a teacher to help you get on the right track of education and get on the right track of work. And if you are unhealthy or if you are sick, you need a doctor to save you. So that kind of doctor can accompany you in order to rescue you, in order to cure your illness. And a teacher can accompany you to build talents, or to help you recognize your talents and cultivate the essential skills for you to develop your instincts and cultivate the right talents for you and yourself. So that is the word accompany in my situation. The situation of a teacher in need and a doctor in need. And the situation of mine was accessible, that is internet access or software access. Okay, so right now it's your turn. It is your turn to show me your presentation, your practice based on the two words of today. accessible and a company. So I'm going to time set, and this is the timer. 10 minutes for you, 10 minutes for your preparation. And I'm going to mute my mic too. 1, 2, 3, mute the mic. So guys, anybody in our group has anything to share? Today we have like four students in the group. So
Hello,
yeah,
hello,
listen. Yeah, hey, hello.
hello. Can you hear me?
Also, thank you, Dai, for raising your.
Um. Okay. Um. Okay. My situation is nowadays some youngsters tend to combine studying with listening to music to create a new method in the academic process. I think that's pretty great because I'm kind of that person. But however, according to some people, they suppose that listening to music um, can uh, uh, can restrict our attention to the studying period. So it's have many controversy. It's have many controversy about this issue, but with myself, I absolutely agree with that method because I am a kind of that person because I'm always listening to music when I study or I work alone because music can bring forward many benefits to us, and we can come to that with it can increase uh, our emotion or um, or foster the pace uh, uh, or foster our pace of work, and not only that, that can have us improve the memory and estimate our brain, and that's the good way to control our pain or or the tiredness. So I think listening to music in the studying process is not a bad the bad way because I think is accessible to us to the peaceful space with many music because when you are studying and the sound accompany some music that can have you balance your emotion and your ability when you're working. Yeah, that's my situation.
I understand. Thank you so much for sharing your example. First of all, please try to nurture your pronunciation as much as possible, because your tongue is being twisted these days for English for proficiency English pronunciation. In order to be sure that we can speak English well and proficiently, we need to twist our tongues or practice English from time to time. You're gonna stop at any moment. If you stop sometimes, or if you stop all of a sudden, your tongue is going to come back. Your tongue is going to come back to the first stage of it. A native Vietnamese speaker can only learn English or a foreign language proficiently on one condition. He or she needs to stick to pronunciation practice every day and every time. That is the first point. The second point here is you are speaking of music, and I I've got everything that you share. That is a good. That is a very good topic choice for you to practice these two words into usage of English. Thank you so much for everything from Dai. And next, who is going to be the second person to make use of these two words? Anybody else? Hello. If no, I'm going to come to the next words. Anybody else in our group? Okay, so me going to the next word, to the next words. The third word that we have today is the word accord. 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 For example, according to somebody, or in accordance with. In accordance with. And right here, you can see the example of your own accord. If you do something of your own accord, you choose to do it, and no one else forces you. So, for example, I just want to go my own way. People can say something like this. That is simple English. But we are studying advanced English these days, which is why we are going to say, I'm going to do it of my own accord, not I'm going to do it my way. So instead of using the phrase my way, you can change it to of my own accord. So you can use a full sentence, and then at the end of the sentence, just drop the phrase of your own accord. That is it. Very easy. So of your own accord or of my own accord, it means that is my choice. That is my decision. I made a decision on my own. I don't listen to any advice of anybody else. That is the word accord. And the second word today, that is account. Accountant. Oh, you know that we've been studying lots of business English. Accountant is a person working in the company, working with money. Okay, she or he counts money. She or he balances money in the company. Okay, business in and business out. Okay, spending money and earning money. That is accountant. And right here, we need to make use of the very first phrase of the word account, that is on no account or not on any account. It means not for any reason or in any situation. So I can say that I just want to leave on no account, which means I just want to leave for no reasons. I just want to do it. I don't have any reasons for my actions. So if you don't have any reasons for your act and you just feel like you want to do it, you follow your emotions. That is, you do something on no account, or you do something not on any account. So right here, I'm going to give you the situation of mine for the phrase of my own accord and on no account. You can see that this is the noun, accord right here. It only exists in the form of noun, but account right here, it exists under two forms of word. The first one a noun, the second one a verb. And right here, we need to make use of account as the noun in English. So here comes my situation. You know that I am teaching English for sure, and I just consider English not only a job but also a kind of passion for me. So whenever I do something, I feel like I just do it on no account. I don't have any accounts for my decisions when it comes to English business. So whenever I talk to my students, or whenever I communicate with my staffs, my employees, I seem to make a decision on our account. And since then, my staff understands my characteristic, and everybody knows that I'm a kind of charismatic person. A charismatic person means a person with his or her own style and his or her own way of living. He or she doesn't depend on anybody. He or she doesn't listen to anybody for changes in herself or in himself. That is charismatic definition. So I can consider myself as a charismatic person, and I try to do everything to achieve every step that I set for myself. Also, my parents say that I make everything come true of my own accord. They do nothing. They do nothing to impact me. They do nothing to nurture me, okay, in the way that they expect. In fact, they have no expectations for me because they just say that just do things, just do things to make you feel happy. And we do not, we do not apply any targets of us on you. So that is what my parents say to me, and that is what my parents use to make me feel comfortable in the way that I choose. So from now on, I just think that like whatever I want to do, I just do it of my own accord and on no account. That is my situation, the real love situation, real love sharing with you guys. So right now it's your turn. And please remember that this is the advanced class, a little bit advanced and a little bit intermediate and a little bit elementary. So it's like this is a combination of three levels in the class: basic, that is elementary; intermediate, that is the middle one; and the advanced. So right here, please try to speak. The more you speak, the more efficient and proficient your English is going to become. Do not hold back. Do not hold your tongue back. Just try to speak, try to create ideas. Do not hold anything back. So right now, I'm going to set the time for the second time and meet my mic waiting for your product. 10 minutes set.
Hello, teacher.
Yeah.
Can you hear me clearly? Yeah, I think I want to share something about.
Oh,
Hello?
Yeah, right now I can hear you because moments ago it was a little bit noisy from your place, and that no make it impossible
Kind
for
of
me.
like a talking, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was for my cousins. They are just watching cartoon.
Oh, yes.
So now is it less noisy?
So,
So I want to share something about the word. What is that? I don't know the two previous one, and maybe I guess that I can have uh some new ideas about the phrase of all the accord and on all the counts if I can. So hello.
yes, I am listening. Please share.
So now you know that I am studying in a university, and it's really important to me to see the roles, the remarkable role of self-study, or like it's like I need to learn and study everything from the beginning, uh, at the beginning of the class, and then entering the class and listen to my lecturers for getting more knowledge. And all of that, I need to do it on my own accord if I want to get better at my university, if I want to get great points for my study. So that is an example for of my own accord. And then yeah, sometimes I need I like I am required to look for some like information which is like kind of a specialized or academic. So kind it is not easy to accessible. Uh, Sometimes the information that I need is only exists in the thesis. You know, thesis like the final project we need to do to get out of the university at the like the last year of the university. We need to do that. So the thesis uh, provide me with lots of useful information for my study. Uh, and that is what I want to share. And sometimes I found how can I call it? It's like the information from some kinds of disease that only on the official websites. So I can say that these information from the university that I need to know before I enter in my class is not accessible. And that is my example for the word. Next one is how is that? Well, I think that is now I only think about that two examples like that. You know,
Yeah. No, I've got everything that is shared from you, and it's quite interesting for us to hear a little bit of news from the university, because as you know that 90% of the students in this group is from secondary school or high school, and you are a university student in the group. So it's quite amusing for everyone to come to the terms of university issues or university situations. And I love the fact that you come back to studying. You come back to studying English these days. We know for sure that every university student is going to fail in English, Cambridge path, because no time for studying anything else. That is the reason why we require every student to get every kind of certificate in English before we step into the university program. And you are one of a kind. You are one of a kind when you've got everything you have before you step in the university, an IS degree, and right now you just step by step take back all kinds of Cambridge degree and the highest Cambridge degree. So very good to hear from you. But today you just deliver two examples of the word of the two of your two preferred word choice. That is good, but that is not you like before, because a version of you like before is a kind of an outstanding and marvelous student. You can get everything that you were that nobody can imagine. So right now, please try to push yourself harder. You can get the best version of the old you, and the most outstanding version of the future you. Thank you so much for sharing today. Anybody else in the group can make examples based on the old vocabs we just studied together? Anybody else? Okay. Wow. So right now, please click on the second link via Zalo, and we need to come to the second section of the class.